than this?
Yes, as far as video.
What's wrong? What are you changing?
I'm gonna hook up the podcast camera. I'm waiting on a little cord.
Gotcha. Live. Morning, everyone. How's everybody feeling? Legs. You say not great? What did you do yesterday?
What?
Did you say not great? What did you say?
Oh, I didn't know. I was talking to Kristen.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I said, how's everybody feeling? I thought you said not great. I was like,
I actually don't feel great.
you didn't even do anything yesterday.
Oh, I didn't do anything? I did 80 calories for time.
80 calories.
And a workout in the morning.
She literally didn't even push herself.
I did
I was
push.
disgusted.
Okay, Dre told me to start at like
Oh, it was
325,
pathetic.
345 watts. I started at 375 to 398.
Oh,
and at
my God.
2.5
She's like,
minutes.
I just didn't know
No,
how
at
hard to
2.5
push.
minutes, I was like, I'm not going to make it.
As a
done the
CrossFit
interval
athlete
thing.
at your
Should've done the
level,
interval.
you know how hard to push stuff.
Not for 80 calories per time.
What's in it?
That's
the
actually-
feeling is the same.
Honestly, though, that
You
was
know
like,
how
I
hard to
started
push.
higher than what I had projected.
I know, I did see
Why are
that.
we way more watching than normal?
Because it's open to everyone.
This one's open to everyone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
hey, everyone.
Rich knew that. He's just kidding.
No, I didn't know that.
And it's open to everyone. Everyone just decided to sign
Oh,
up
I
today.
was like, excited the games are at the ranch. I mean, if there's a team division. then-
Are the games official at the ranch?
No, it's not official.
I mean,
They said we're working on it
but
with a picture of
if
her.
there's even a team division, I don't know.
Yes, Trevor. We did.
Okay, I didn't know we were like live to the world.
Live to the world.
Yep, today. Everyone gets to see what's happening.
We had the most viewers, I think, live at once for
For the 80
700
calories.
people.
I think we got over 800
Did we?
for
Nice.
Tasia's little.
Well, and then everyone was just like, Dre, Dre, Dre,
Yeah, I was
Dre.
like, we're signing off. Literally, it was just streaming. Dre,
People
Dre,
just screaming
Dre.
Dre. Because they want him to do 110 calories per
I was
time.
like, no, this is over.
Oh,
Thanks.
somebody's legs are sore from this week's M30. Tasia.
Yeah, M30 was hard this week.
Tasia is the fittest in Cookville.
That's not true, but thank you.
That's definitely not true. Did Richie get a turkey yet?
I got 2, man. Come on.
2 turkeys.
You don't follow Instagram?
110% J. Yeah, one of my arms is more awkward on the dumbbell too, with thrusters. Like one arm feels
Mine
really
just
good,
feels weak.
and then the other just positionally, I feel like it
Yeah,
feels
I'm like all
weird.
shifted and
Yeah.
like I'm doing like an Arnold press.
Like, what?
Rich has like that pause at the top. My shoulders are so weak. I'm like, how quick can I just like
Drive it up.
lock it out, but not really lock it out?
Oh, will Rich compete if there's only an individual game?
No. Tyler, no.
Update on shorts too. If our printer opens up by the beginning of the month, we should have them by mid-May.
Say it to the world.
Mid-May for shorts. Selena wants one in the can. We can do that.
Everybody does.
Dre,
Am I-
are you wearing another tie-dye shirt?
Yes.
Tyler, I know. Everybody always asks.
We're not working out today, guys.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Would you rather be able to talk to the animals and they hate you, or every child age 6 and under is trying to kill you?
What?
That's
What's that thing? Is that an ad?
no. What's the weather like?
Can Dre make a shot from where he's at? Definitely not.
We'll try. No, we don't listen to classical music while we work out. Yes, the beard is a product of coffee in a can for sure.
You got this.
Nice nice drug rug, buddy.
Nice. Mine are close.
Awkward.
Hello from Panama.
Best fitness tracker? I just use Fitiv on Apple Watch.
That's pretty close.
All right, let's do this.
Just keep trying.
Gage, if I make this,
No, I'm not playing these games
No.
anymore. I don't care.
Do
I don't care.
it.
I don't know.
Do
I make
I'm not. No.
I just missed
No,
3 in a
I don't
row.
care. I'm not playing these
Sharking
games.
you.
I literally was like, I'm not making bets anymore.
Bet.
No.
If I miss
No.
it, if
400 meter handstand walk.
No, I
If
can't.
I-
my arm
400 meter handstand
is
walk.
taking me so long.
Take it.
400 meter handstand walk.
if I miss it,
Come on.
I'll do 100 calories.
No,
per
'cause you
hour.
all-
Hey, oh, hey, whoa. He just,
And then what?
and then
What
you
I
do a 400 meter handstand walk.
And if I make it, you gotta do.
A 400 meter handstand walk.
No, you gotta. No, you already have to do your parallel workout.
Okay, I'll get
400
wrapped
meter
up.
handstand walk.
That's so far.
That's really far. I think I'll get wrapped up for sure.
No, it's not.
That feels like. Is there nothing more painful than that?
I just did 80 calories yesterday. What do you want to do to me today?
This is good.
This
I
isn't
like
good.
This is good.
I need to.
There needs to be some type.
People need to stop having fun. No
It
more
has to be
fast.
done under 30 minutes.
Okay, let's do that.
The 400 meters has to be
Ready?
done under 30 minutes.
You're gonna do 100 calories right now.
Mako.
Right now?
No, not right
You
now.
said right now.
After we
I
finish the
didn't-
workout.
When did I say right now?
After we- at the
Relax.
end.
It took you 2 weeks to do yours. I get 2
No.
weeks.
At the end of the workout.
Okay, shoot it.
Oh,
it.
no.
Do it.
No, I can't. No, we'll build this up. I can't.
No,
I
I'm
have work
not
to do.
building it
I
up.
have
It
work
has to
do.
be done before the end of
It's
the month.
now or never.
Before the end of the month. Okay.
400 meter handstand walk.
Before the end of the month.
100 calories, but hold on, it has to be what?
His should
Sub-
I should have warmed up this morning.
Sub 5?
be. It's gotta be faster than that because the
Sub
men's
5.
equivalent's like 110.
That's
I can do sub 5.
sub 5,
Easy.
and if it's not, every second over sub 5 is
I mean, I'll get it sub 4.
is
You should do it sub
5
4.
strict handstand.
He
push-ups.
said.
I can.
Actually, you know what? Let's make this 100 strict hands.
I
430.
100% can do it under
No, I
sub
know.
4.
Okay, it's
Sub
okay,
4? Okay.
sub 4,
For 100 calories.
and every second over, it's 1 strict handstand push-up.
That's fine.
Okay, shoot it.
I know I can do it.
100?
What?
It was 100, right?
100.
Okay, and then it's a 400 meter handstand walk?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, under 30
My
minutes.
arm will get wrapped up, but I've got a
Come
break.
on.
Take a break.
God, I've never wanted
Here we
to do
go.
so much in my life.
Here we go.
I hate being here.
I just hate taking
If you
so
don't
much.
make this shot, I'm gonna be
Here we
so
go.
mad.
God,
The suspense is killing me!
Let's do it!
Oh, no. Please, God. If anything.
Get in.
So close.
It was. Just a little short Dre, story of your life.
I'm so upset. We'll come back to this.
I really did want to see a 400 meter handstand walk though.
I didn't.
My heart rate is higher than it's been.
That little nervy feeling in your stomach. It was like another inch.
Right there.
I was like,
Dre always looking for an extra inch.
No, yeah, it was a lot closer than it looked. I promise.
I didn't have to do it.
It touched the front of the rim.
not a big glove.
With my hands. I'm shaking.
It was nervous.
I didn't.
That's more nervous than I was all last year continuing, you guys. I swear.
I don't know what that means.
More nervous than at Rogue. Hitting snatches at 225.
I was
Or
mo-
trying to assemble the cart.
I honestly wasn't nervous.
Dre was just like, Dre, put the pieces down.
Go straight to the wrong piece.
We
Like
just,
everyone-
we literally just talked about this. I don't know what to do. Dre, put the piece down.
I went
do what you're
tunnel.
supposed
I
to
was
do.
like, just listen to Rich's voice.
I can't believe we even did well on that event. For a lot of reasons. Because it was all running.
All right.
Gosh, dang it.
Tasia.
Alright.
Yeah. I put high knees in twice this week for you, Rich.
I'm
I'll
not
put some
doing them.
music
I'm
on
just
real quick.
marching. I'm not doing high knees. It's so dumb.
They're so hard.
So dumb.
They're not dumb, they're hard.
They're dumb.
No, they're not, Rich. Yes, they are.
Marching's hard too. My hip flexors get so blown up. Are we starting?
Hey.
Are you talking through it? Or just been
No,
doing the
you're
demo?
in charge.
All right, 3
The
rounds.
warm-ups are from Tasia.
1
so-
minute of high knees like this,
4.
or marching like this.
That's what I'm doing.
10 single leg RDLs each side, so 20 total. So you can either go 10 left and then 10 right, or you can alternate. And then 5 inchworms. We've done inchworms a lot, but we'll just reach down, try to keep the back of the leg straight, walk out to a push up, walk your hands back. 5 reps, 3 rounds. Have fun. Yeah, I mean, not. I think that was really good. What'd you say? Are people still tuning in back there? Bye.
Somebody said, are we going to start a weekly Tasia? Let's make a deal.
No.
Yes.
It's monthly.
Amazing. You can see that far.
How does it feel to be a winner today, though?
Feels really good, honestly. I'm riding high on it, so maybe I will.
Have
And
anybody,
then I lose the next spot.
anybody you want to thank?
Just really want to thank my mom for being there.
Ellis. I'm not sure where exactly. It was like southeastern. I'll have to look that up. There was like a specific county that it said we came from. I can't remember where it was. Tanya, all push-ups look like tricep push-ups. Not really sure what that means. Andrew, release date on the RF2 is supposed to be in July. It's supposed to be around my birthday. Trevor, yes. We'll be back to doing the private ones earlier in the week, next week. I didn't actually know this was a open to the world one.
Yeah.
Tasia.
Hi.
Tasia does some online coaching.
Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
Some other
Yeah,
ones.
I have some individual clients. You guys can email programs@crossfitname.com if you're interested.
There you go.
Darren takes on some people too.
When tracking heart rate, Apple Watch around the ankle is no. I just got a band from Amazon. That's what I use. Who comes up with the Mayhem Compete workout names? I think it's Jake, right?
Yeah.
He just does movies and then
Yeah.
goes through it. That's not my forte. Thoughts on Rogue Imitation? I haven't really even seen what they're
I
planning.
think it's an online thing.
Is there a team one?
I don't know.
I just don't like team
Online.
because people. I don't like online, but we gotta do what we gotta do right now. So better than nothing. All right, here it is. We'll get into some scales and all that type of stuff in a second. But workout is 12 single arm devil press, 12 box jumps for 12 minutes. Then you're gonna get a 2-minute rest, which is not very long. Might be my bad. And then 8 minutes of 8 single arm devil press and 8 box jumps. So single arm devil press will look like so. You can switch in the air or you can switch on the ground, depends on what you want to do. But that is a single arm devil press. So it's basically a burpee with a dumbbell snatch. On the box jumps, we are not going to rebound. I value my Achilles and I don't want to snap them. So I don't recommend you box jump and do the rebounding box jump. You can if you want to. We will not at CrossFit Mayhem be doing that here. We save that for if we're doing competition. The prescribed, use whatever you have. I know a lot of people don't have a ton of stuff. If you don't have any equipment, let's just do regular burpees and box step ups or step up to whatever you have. If you feel comfortable jumping to something, jump to something. Yeah, so 50, 35 is prescribed. I'll be using a 55 because we loaned out all of our 50s to members. So I've been using a 55 on all these workouts. Tasia's using a 35, Kristen 35, Jim 35. Jim's using a 35. So, any other questions? Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable jumping, step. If you don't have something high that's super stable, if you're doing it in your living room or wherever you're doing it, you can do tuck jumps. Tasia, show them some tuck jumps. That would be terrible, but that's a tuck jump. That sounds awful. I would rather find something to step up onto or jump onto.
Might not have something.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do. Get some fitness in. Yes, you can step up instead of jump. Cool. Any other questions? Step ups or jumps are without weight. So you use the weight. Trevor with the 65, Timmy with the 65. It's a little inside joke for our Mayhem athlete members that have been doing it with us in the mornings. All they have is a 65, so they've been doing all these nasty workouts with the 65. I love it. Okay, any other questions? We'll start here in about 2 or 3 minutes. We get a box, get set up, and then we'll go. Cool. Last chance, look at the workout. 12 minutes, 12 and 12, pretty simple. Rest 2 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 and 8. Only the OGs, that's right. Little Mayhem athlete inside joke right there. I'm just gonna set the clock to go up too. 12 to 8. The Good Dudes cans, I think, are on gooddudes.com. Or there's a company called Elemental Beverage Company. That's who we're selling them through. Favorite place I've traveled? Man, Scotland was a really cool place. I wasn't there very long, but it was pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep the intensity, Tom, and use a 20-inch box, by all means, go for it. Het Patel, it's this. If you're doing step, no, don't use weight on the step ups. Actually, if they're doing step up, no, don't use the weight. Cool. All right, workout is 12-minute AMRAP, 12 single arm double press, 12 box jumps, no rebound. Rest 2 minutes. AMRAP 8 minutes, 8 double press, 8 box jumps. Trevor, I don't have 65s here. I gotta go straight to a 75. One day, I'll bring a 65 from the barn one of the days next week, and I'll use a 65 on one of the workouts. I promise. You have my word. All right. Everybody ready? I guess I should do the right remote on the right. Yeah, starts with double press. If you're not ready, pause it. And when you're ready, go. Ow. All right, here we go. Actually, stalling. Sorry, FedEx is here. Wow. Thanks, Aries. F you, Rich. Pleasant human being. The good dude.
Sounds like it.
Sent this message. Oh, I got 2 of them. Thank God. Message is held for review. All right. You're good. Yeah. You know the code back there? 1, 2, 3, 4 star. Not everybody knows it. Sorry, we'll get going here in a minute. All right, here we go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. my feet. That was terrible. Got eagle claw feet.
Yeah.
Got about 1 minute, then 8 and 8 for 8 minutes. It's gonna suck. You guys do that. You drop the dumbbell straight down. I swing it down.
Like for my spine.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping my same hand on the ground.
See? Switch on the ground.
Yeah, I might do a good one. Are you starting over?
No. Yeah, you start over.
Start with the top.
Yeah. Time. Now. No, Tasia didn't program the workout today. Vladimir says, I noticed that on other workouts with handstand push-ups, Rich and Tasia always suggest hand release push-ups as a sub. Why not some type of handstand push-up progression? Like plank push-ups or handstand push-ups. Yeah, you could do that. But what we're trying to get you to do is increase the intensity. I don't know, I just would rather you do that in the workout and then do some handstand push-up accessory personally. It's just my opinion. There's differing schools of thought on that, but I feel like that's a skill practice or skill transfer. When's the sleeve coming? Hey, keep hounding Hillary about that. She actually was like, hey, did you guys say something on podcasts about your tattoo? Because I keep getting direct messages, so keep at her. Oh, Steven, thanks for keeping up with my splits. Yeah, went out a little hot on that first one because Tasia was going so fast.
I was just trying to say rip pending.
No, you were ahead of me. The worst part, all of it. Who cares if they were snatches or swings, Steven? As long as you get the dumbbell over your head. Adrian, I used a 55. We're about to bench a little bit right now. I'm not sure if we're shipping Good Dudes Coffee to India. It's more of a Bridges question. He's running all that stuff. Yeah, we'll show everything here in a second, Kevin. All right, so workout's done. We got a little optional post-workout accessory. I'll leave it right here where you guys can see the whole board while we're doing the accessory. All right, so for the post-class optional stuff, you're gonna go, Tasia, scoot the bench. Keep coming, keep coming. If you don't have a bench, that's okay. We're gonna do floor presses, but Tasia's gonna show you how it goes on a bench. Basically, you can do the same thing on the floor, you just can't have the same range of motion. She's gonna go super slow down, no pause at the bottom, or pause at the bottom quick, and then slow back up. So depending on what weight you have and what dumbbell you have, you're gonna do 10 to 15 reps. So you're gonna do 10 reps on your right, 10 reps on your left, or 15, whatever, 10 to 15. Then she's gonna go into 20 dead bugs. So she's keeping that arm and leg straight perpendicular to the ground, and then alternating, taking the opposite hand, opposite foot to the floor. Single leg hip bridges, foot underneath knee, driving that hip up. She's gonna do like a 1 to 2 second pause, come down, and she's gonna do 15 and 15 on each side. Steven, I knew that was the right pace because it hurt. Froning and Friends podcast. We just did one yesterday, and then we're going to do an Into the Storm one today. We're going to study 1 Samuel 1 with the goal to eventually get to David. So it's going to take a while, though. We're going to try not to rush these and actually like discuss and talk about stuff. But 1 Samuel 1, if you have any discussions, points you want us to hit, or any questions or anything like that, I mean, might not give you the theological answer, but we might tell you how it applies to us. But 1 Samuel 1, on my Instagram, on my story, if you go there, I have a little section asking what you guys want us to talk about from those verses. So, Jerry, I like it. Mayhem forever. Dre just brought in some new shakers and stuff. That's what the FedEx guy brought. Cool. All right, so hit your post class. I'll kind of come up here every once in a while, maybe answer some questions. Release date on the Froning 2 is supposed to be July 21st. I don't know if that's supposed to be out there, but that's when it's supposed to be, so we'll see. I don't know about that, Trevor. 65 is a big difference on a single arm. 55 sucks, but it's good. I have 2 dumbbells, so I'm going to do the tempo bench with 2 dumbbells, just so you know. Like I said, this can be done as a floor press as well. You're just going to stop, obviously, when your elbows get to the floor, and then come right back up. Shakers?
They're different.
They're different.
I've never seen these before. I honestly thought
Those ones they messed up or whatever?
no. Well, they did see the black one. I think they actually saw it. Pretty cool. A lot different.
Really good.
I've never seen like the clear.
What do you guys think? They're different.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Check out the
Got red
website.
ones too. We'll have blackout ones too.
Yeah, floor press definitely okay.
You want one?
Yeah.
Just post it. They coming soon.
Yeah.
Actually, I can do it.
Next. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I said the same thing.
Well, and then if we
The metal design.
monster too. Yeah, but that lawyer's like, we'll see. I don't know.
Thanks, Timmy. I don't know what that means. And the CFM logo, why are the bottom of the S is cut off?
This is the Fight Club, the Fight This font.
What's cut off?
It's not cut off, but this is like top.
Oh, yeah, it's just the font. I don't know what else you want.
The S's are cut off because it's the Fight Club font, Fight This font. That's where the name CrossFit Mayhem came from Project Mayhem from that movie. Trevor, have a good weekend, brother. DJ, that's awesome. How can you know how many sessions? Just, I guess, basically how you feel. Base it off of how you feel. Ramp up volume if you feel good. If you're feeling beat ups, ease it back. Everybody now wants you to do the 400-meter handstand walk, Tasia.
I think we start each one of these with a bet.
That's what we were saying. At least once a month, some type of a bet.
No, every single time.
Every single one.
I might not work out every time, but I'll come out here for a bet every single time.
Just you and Tasia?
No, everybody needs to get in the mix.
Yeah,
I think we rotate.
Yeah.
Kristen, take the. What round you on, Rich? Kristen, take the balls out.
What do you want from her, Trey?
Well, at least I have the plastic. Alternative for dumbbell presses.
Yep. Push-ups, but tempo.
Push-ups, but tempo.
People are pissed you're off camera, Tasia. People are pissed you're off camera.
You don't need a clock, do you? There we go. Froning 5 episode coming soon. Maybe within the next month or so, a month or two.
Doing a live or something? Isn't that what you do?
How does that work out?
Awful.
Do you switch dumbbells each time?
Yeah. How else would you do?
I don't know if you, like
12,
yesterday,
12.
how you did 12. Be a lot worse.
I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Raw, we're gonna start doing affiliate programming. Actually, it's in the works. Kristen, they're pissed you're not in the video too. They're pissed you're not in the video too.
Steven, that's funny because I've done an open workout 4 times in 1 day.
4 times, yeah. Kristen's being all creative with the camera over here and getting product shots for us.
Hey everyone.
Bye bye.
Hey, bye. Alright.
Thought we were fucked out.
The lag is so weird.
Yeah.
No sound? Can you hear me now? Oh. None of your kids wanted to come today. I realized it was
It's like that. No, we with the podcast again.
oh yeah.
And then Braden's already coming at 8 or at 10, so it's like.
All right, answer a couple questions before we cut it off here. Yes, Michael, those were 55s. Next live workouts this afternoon. Brandon, appreciate it, man. Glad to hear. DJ Snyder, we very rarely use kettlebells in actual Metcons. We do them for accessory stuff, but we don't use a ton of kettlebells in our actual programming. Man, I really like the Nano X. It's really comfortable. I like the 9 a lot too, but I like the 10 now that I've been wearing it. Live workout this afternoon, 3:15, something like that. Substitute tempo bench with floor presses. Yeah, if you don't have a bench or even have a dumbbell, you could do tempo push-ups. Ruan, shout out. How important is it to do accessory work? Sometimes you're totally exhausted, yes. I think accessory work, we're trying to do a lot more of it, so it's pretty awesome. We've added it in a lot lately. We actually have just a straight up warm-up and accessory work program that you can add on. Is there a famous person I'd like to spend the day with? I mean, my childhood hero is Barry Sanders. That would be pretty cool. Big NASCAR fan, so I have actually really started listening to the Dale Jr. download on the podcast, and it's pretty good. That'd be a pretty cool person to hang out with, I think. Alternative for handstand push-ups. There were no handstand push-ups in this workout, but just pressing, any type of press. You could do a dumbbell press or a push-up, something like that. Definitely work on those skill transfer to the handstand push-up because you eventually want to get there. How to increase your squat depth? You're going to have to get some mobility there. Tempo, we've been doing a lot of tempo squats. That's makes you get down pretty low, and it just works on different positions. Differences between the Nano X and the Froning 2, I can't give you too much. The Froning 2 has a pretty sweet strap. The Froning 2 is kind of a retro, almost like a 90s look to it. I like it a lot. Any recommendations to get your first single leg squat? You could do some like target pistols, you know. You could do what's called a skater squat or a shrimp squat. That might help. You know, just kind of change the depth and eventually get lower and lower. Yeah, gym floor is really messy, really dirty. No problem, Luis. Do you have a strength routine that would be good for general use? I mean, we've used the 5-3-1 several times. We've used Smoloff Jr. a couple times. There's all kinds of stuff. Stretching routine, not really. I don't stretch a ton. You know, I use the Theragun a lot. I use Voodoo Floss on my knees. Seems to help. We've been posting those yoga sessions. Those are pretty good. Addison does a really good job. He's a CrossFitter. So, is there a method to your program madness, or does it you just do what feels good? Well, I mean, it's 11 years of how we've trained and kind of figured out what works best. So yeah, there is somewhat of a method, but yeah, it's based basically on how we feel. Now that you know the games are in Aromas, nothing will change, but we don't even know if there's going to be a team version. So we're just going to keep it up, keep doing what we're doing, and see how it goes. My bench PR, most I've ever done, is 345. Is running essential to fitness? Yes, for sure. I hate it, but yes, it is. Are you going on Rogan's podcast? Man, we talked a little bit on Twitter back and forth, and he said come out, and I've let him know several times, and he's kind of ghosted me. So that's on him, not on me. Morning meal. I don't do a morning meal because I intermittent fast. My pre-workout in that morning meal, I just drink black coffee every morning. How many times do you repeat a movement every week? Twice usually? Sometimes. Do I start and stop the FitIV app at the start of your session or each piece? I usually start, this morning session, that's usually a little bit longer. If we're gonna do anything, I'll keep it running that whole session because we don't really stop. And then I know where the heart rate stuff picks up again, or I might stop it if there's gonna be a little bit of a lull between. Which of these is better to replace, bench press, floor press, or push-ups? I think you vary it. It doesn't really matter. You're going to get more range of motion with the push-up than you will the floor press. How fit do you have to be to start the aerobic capacity program? You don't. That's kind of the goal of all this stuff, is that you can start anywhere and get fit. Yep, I agree, Mike. Dale Sr., Dale Jr. are awesome. Speaking of the 90s, we're back from the 90s. We were actually just talking about Squeeze It. Was it Squeeze It? They had like the punch faces, because we were talking about those the other day because the kids had some Kool-Aid jammers. Yes, my kids drink Kool-Aid every once in a while, so they're okay. They're going to be all right. How do I keep my arms straight during the dumbbell squat snatches? Mobility. What was the hardest part of CrossFit for when you got started? I don't know, just the intensity, I guess. Just being out of breath all the time, being uncomfortable. No problem, Mike. Thanks for being with us and supporting us. Is it normal to spend more time stretching and working mobility than doing workouts? No, I mean, if that's something you need to work on, then go for it. I just have been pretty blessed with decent mobility, so I mean, try to work on recovery stuff. Good movements for thoracic mobility: windmills, tempo overhead, dumbbell overhead squat. Did I ever do the Cooper test? No, don't really want to do any type of running test. How do you work in echo bike routines? Just kind of depends. Yesterday I did 12 25s, 25 cals it rested a minute between each. Tried to keep it above like 430 watts. Yes, we're about to film another Into the Storm podcast in an hour. If you were an evil villain in the DC or Marvel, which character would you be? I don't know. I'm not really the villain type. Depending on who you ask. Asking these guys around here, I am a villain, but Theragun video, I've heard you talk about doing it in a specific way. Yeah, maybe we'll show you how we do that. Do we do weightlifting training independent? Every once in a while. We'll throw it in there, and you know, some days yes, some days we throw it into a workout. I'm not sure if the aerobic capacity program is free right now. The Mayhem one, I don't think is. I know the M30 is free for 40 days. M30 and M60 are free for 40 days?
M30 is free,
Oh.
definitely, and M60 is a 20-day free.
Okay, M60 is a 20-day free. Adding volume, yep, depends on your age, but it also depends on your field. You still eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with eggs on the top? Every once in a while. Is there a code for the new Nano? I don't know. I don't remember. I think I put... Yeah, there's something on my Instagram about it. Drape made that post. What food gives you the most energy versus what food slows you down the most? I don't know. I don't really have. I don't have a good answer for that. How often do we do strength programs? Early on in my career, we used to do a lot of strength programs. Now we more mix it into the general programming. And I like to. I think it's a little bit more transferable to what we do to mix it into programming versus just straight lifts. Is there a movie you're excited to show your kids about? We watched Sandlot. Lakeland's favorite movie for the longest time was Sandlot. We haven't watched it in a while. We watched Little Giants last night. It's really good. And Dennis the Menace. Trice's Dennis the Menace. Method on pacing. Find a pace and stick to it. No problem, Jeremy. Thanks, man. Thanks, James. Who are my top favorite CrossFit athletes? OG, you know, so Khalipa I was a huge fan of his when I first started. Liked watching Matt Chan's stuff. And Bridges and Bailey were always, you know, like, I don't know if, I guess they weren't really, when I first started, those weren't the, Josh Everett was a favorite of mine when I first started too. Tell something about CrossFit for martial arts. I mean, I think it would be, any general physical preparedness program is going to help you with that. You can adapt to stuff. Where's it at? Yeah, I still eat a lot of Chick-fil-A. Alternative to the box jumps earlier, you could do step ups, you can do tuck jumps, whatever, all that. Has the CrossFit Games ever come to Minnesota? Nope, it's always been in California or Wisconsin. We didn't really determine that most people have single dumbbells at home, never pairs, never barbells. We just are basing it off of our members here at Mayhem. We allowed them to check out one dumbbell and one plate, so all of our movements have been based off of that. What movement taxes me more than others? Running. I hate running. My best 500-meter row, a 124 or something like that. It's a dry cough, Ben. What movement do I like the most? Snatch or muscle up. Hey, Linda.
Pollen count's
When
high.
will we see more coffee shop and logo? Soon. I mean, we can't really open up right now, so. I'm trying to get Ben to print a freaking Buffalo Brew coffee house shirt, but he won't do it.
Yeah, tell Dre supply
supply the equipment. The screen.
I run this place.
No, I don't. Somebody says you can add a reverse burpee into M30. A reverse burpee? I don't know what that is.
What's a reverse burpee?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that's where
They
you
want me
roll.
to add that?
No, you don't need. No, we don't need to do that in M30. All right, a couple more. Man, this Aries guy, you suck. I'm not afraid of Matt Fraser. Ty, do we ever focus on muscles that are specifically weaker than others during workouts, or do you focus on them separately, glutes and low back? That's kind of like accessory stuff with core. We'll do that. We did start doing the devotional we talked about a week or so ago. It's on the YouTube channel. What do you do to concentrate on when you're overhead squat? Yeah, you just want to keep pressing up on that bar, definitely with your shoulders. Would you recommend the Viome test? I haven't really implemented any of this stuff, but yeah, so I can't really, I got it back. There's a lot of things that I eat that it says I should, man, Aries, you're a really nice guy. Yes, I still like iced coffee better than I do hot coffee. I don't know, just not a huge hot drink fan. Hey, this guy says he'd buy a Buffalo Brew shirt today. Why do you hate Dre so much, Tasia?
He's like a really annoying little brother.
He's an annoying little brother, she says. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll see you this afternoon. Have a good day.
It does just